was 13, I moved from Houston, Texas to the coast of Washington. I was pretty bummed. This is in 1986. Punk rock was brand new and it was super exciting for me. And I knew nothing about it and I loved the music so much. So to move to a town was no more than 8,000 or 9,000 people where you can't get music. It's pretty desolate. So I depended on things like fanzines, which I had to special order. Started 7th grade that year. There was a new kid who I became instant friends with. His dad managed this hotel called the Polynesian Hotel and Resort. We hit it off immediately because he also liked punk rock music. I depended on him to tell me what was really cool. And he only owned like 4 records that I copied from him on cassette, and I played them over and over and over again, like constantly. So he comes to school one day with a cassette in his hand, and it says Black Flag on side A, and on side B it says other stuff. And I said, "Where did you find this?" He said, "There's this guy who my dad hired to work on the janitorial staff. He said he can give me all the music I want." And I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Here was someone who had not only a knowledge of punk rock, but loads of records, obviously enough to make us mixtapes. So I said, I wanted to meet this guy. And he said, well, he's working today. In fact, I'm gonna go pick up another cassette from him today. We went to the hotel. I'm just like fantasizing this kid our age, maybe a little bit older, with a mohawk, leather jacket, like the kind of that you see on postcards and movies, And he said, oh, there he is. He's over there. And he points at him. I'm looking around for this person, like I think it's in my mind. Where is he? Because all I see was this scrawny kid with like long blonde hair and a denim jacket. He looked like he'd be a Metallica fan. Because we were more punk rocky looking than he was, And I said, that guy? He said, yeah. We just walked up to him and I said, my name is Damien. Can you make me a mixtape? He's like, yeah, sure, I can make you a mixtape. So for the next 3 or 4 months, like once a week, we're getting mixtapes, like a lot of them.
Gimme! I need some more! Gimme! Don't ask what for! I saw your mommy and your mommy's dead! Whoa, dude!
He was very shy. He didn't really talk that much when we hung out. I never even bothered learning really his name. We smoked in a hotel room. We talked a lot about bands. And then eventually my friend comes to school and says he got fired from the job and he's no longer working there. And I remember just feeling like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. It was like the end of my life at that point. In the fall of 1988, my parents moved to Seattle, and I discovered a college music credit station called KCMU.
KCMU Seattle. Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Oh.
And it's now called KEXP. And I remember being so excited about the music they were playing, I started recording whatever they were playing on the air. I was over the mixtapes.
Coming up on KCMU, the Pixies.
Been trying to meet you.
This is a whole new world. And I was recording the radio on these cassettes that I had got from this guy on the coast. And they announced a Butthole Surfers show. Sonic Youth was going to be opening, Butthole Surfers, and a group called Nirvana. And then they played Love Buzz, which had just come out that week. And I remember hearing Love Buzz and thinking like, oh my God, this song is amazing. I can't wait to see these guys. I go to the show and out walks Nirvana, who opened up the show. And the lead singer, I remember just thinking to myself, he looks oh my God. That's the guy I was getting cassettes from. And that's how I met Kurt Cobain.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I heard his early demos, what would be eventually like, but I recorded over those cassettes that he gave us. So I ended up recording their debut when they played Love Buzz, and I recorded it onto a cassette over bands and compilations that he gave me. I love Nirvana. They're definitely my favorite bands of all time. Punk rock started with Kurt Cobain and ended with Kurt Cobain for me.